What's up, guys? I'm the Gaming Gorilla. Hope you're having an awesome day, man. And it's been a long time since we've sort of just sat down and talked about the state of GTA. So that's what we're going to do today. And I want to talk about the upcoming DLC. Now, this isn't like a news video. This isn't like a crazy speculation video or anything. This isn't any clickbait stuff. This is just us talking about what this DLC needs to do. Like, what it actually needs to do, and if it's gonna actually keep Grand Theft Auto Online alive. And we're gonna be doing a heist while we sort of talk about it as well, so let's get in here. So, when this DLC comes out, which is probably gonna be in a few weeks, at least the first part of the DLC, it would have been, like, 9 months since really any update to the game. And, first of all, that's gonna need to change, because that's ridiculous, man. Can you imagine if, like, a game like Fortnite, which is one of the biggest games in the world, can you imagine if they didn't have an update for that long? The game would be dead, like, completely dead. The only reason Grand Theft Auto has actually survived without content is because, I mean, there's really nothing to compete with Grand Theft Auto. It's like the only open world modern day set game. That was way too close, dude. Whoa. Alright, let's get in here. I hope that camera didn't see that, dude. Whoa. Alright, I'm gonna hold this open for this guy. So we're gonna start off with the really obvious stuff, what we need in this DLC, which you can probably predict, and then we're gonna get into the stuff that I don't really hear anyone talking about, but is gonna be huge if this game's gonna go like another 6 months, for example, with any updates after this. So the first one is, like I said, it's pretty obvious. We need a new business. It's been about 2 years. Hold on, let's take this guy out. That was way too close again. So it's been about 2 years since we've had an actual business. The last actual business we got was the nightclub. I wouldn't really classify the arcade as a business. So we're gonna need a new business for sure. Now, is that gonna be the Mile High Club? That was clean. Whoa. Is it gonna be the Mile High Club? We don't know. I mean, I hope so. I think that would be a pretty cool update to the game. Let's take this camera out. Saw nothing. Clean. That was crisp. Sweet. Alright, let's get through these doors, brother. Oh yeah, no voice chat and we did it. That's epic. So if it is the Mile High Club, that'd be awesome. If it's not, something else for sure. But what this DLC needs to do with a business is they need to make it fun. I would probably suggest an active income business, something like the cargo warehouse or the vehicle warehouse. We haven't had one of those in a long time. All of the businesses since then have been passive. So I'm talking things like the nightclub where it makes money in the background. I'm talking things like the MC businesses, the bunker. All of that sort of just happens in the background, right? I don't really think we need another passive business, so another active income business would be pretty cool. As for when I want to see this business, I want to see the business with the first part of the DLC drop. Now, obviously, we know there's going to be 2 parts to this DLC drop. One coming in a couple weeks, and then one coming at the end of the year. And that's when the heist is going to come out. And we'll get into that after this. But I think we need a business with the first bit of the DLC drop, because the game is getting really dry right now. Like, it needs a boost. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for making these fun challenge videos that I've been doing lately, but I'd like to actually have some new content to make some guides for or something. Alright, let's do this hack. Is it bad that I've never done this on mouse and keyboard before? Like, I didn't know what buttons to press just then. That was whack. We got artwork though, that's good. Let's get looting. So I think we need an active business. So let's get into the heist, what we're doing right now. We're gonna need another heist. We know it's coming, and we do have a little bit of info about it. What we know about it is that it's gonna sort of follow the same format as this heist did, the casino heist, where you get to choose your approach and whatnot. And I think that's a good thing for sure. Again, just like I said with the business, this heist, it needs to be fun. The Diamond Casino heist, I think, was probably the most fun heist in the game so far. I don't know if that's just me. And as for money, the payout's going to have to be even better, which I think it will be, but it absolutely has to be, because if it's not better than the casino heist, no one's going to be doing this new heist. A continuation of that story would be really nice, or maybe even a new story as well. The story was pretty short with the last DLC, but personally, I liked it. I mean, it built the world of Grand Theft Auto Online, which is something they didn't really do towards the start of the life cycle of this game. Alright, bro, ready and go. Did we get it? Oh, we got it. Alright, so let's talk about the less obvious things, because this is where I think my opinion is going to differ to a lot of people. We'll start it off with vehicles, and I really didn't like... Well, I wouldn't say I hated the way they did the DLC in the last one. Oh, we're running. I wouldn't say I hated the way that they introduced vehicles in the last DLC. It was an okay concept. I think they need to take it a step further with this one. And the way they did it last time was they released essentially like a vehicle every week. So they drip fed the vehicles instead of releasing them all at once. The problem with that... Oh, we're getting through this door. Let's take these two dudes out, man. Where you going, bro? But the problem was they expected that to bring players back each week. And they even had some cool vehicles. Like they had the mini tank that released as part of that drip feed thing. But I mean, the reality of all of it is one new vehicle a week, or even like 2 or 3 new vehicles a week. That's not enough to bring players back and keep players playing the game. That heist came out and it was popping for like a week or 2. But after that, the player base sort of continued to like drop down again, right? The drip feed really didn't do a great job at keeping people around. So here's what I suggest, okay? You keep the drip feed in for vehicles, that's fine. But if you want to keep people around for a long time, you got to drip feed more than just a vehicle. Now, one of the games, if you've followed this channel for a while, you know one of the games I played earlier on in this channel's life cycle is Destiny and Destiny 2. And don't get me wrong, that game has like a million problems, okay? It is nowhere near perfect. But one of the things they do great is they pretty much release a new mission or a new quest or something every week or 2 after a new DLC drops. They sort of do it in seasons, right? And every week during that season, the quest updates or new missions get added. Yo, what? These dudes are bugging, bro. And Bungie is the developer that makes Destiny. They're a great developer in my opinion. But I think Rockstar's an even better company, right? And if Bungie has gone independent, like they don't have a publisher anymore. They don't even have much money. They don't have that many staff anymore. Like that company has been hit hard. And if that company can consistently make new missions every second week, there is no reason Rockstar can't do the same. And I want to talk about one of the most underrated DLCs that we've had in GTA Online in like a really long time. And it wasn't a big update, like not too many people knew about it because it wasn't very well advertised. But that was the new Gerald missions. I think it was called Gerald's Last Stand. That was sort of released in a weird time slot earlier this year. Now, that didn't bring many people back, okay? It was just a new set of missions. It was nothing really special, but it was new content. Those missions were double money that week as well. And it sort of, even though it wasn't much, it sort of put a little bit of life back into the game, right? And there's absolutely no reason that Rockstar couldn't make, like, a mission or 2 like this every single week. Or even, like, introduce a new character in this DLC that gives you quests to unlock something. I know GTA hasn't done that in the past, but there's no reason they can't do that. Are you good, bruh? Are you good? How's your driving going? We're good. Alright. So what if, for example, Lester became like a quest guy and he gave you a new mission every week and you did that, you did those missions and you unlocked a new vehicle or something, right? Like, I know this is a long shot and a lot of people won't like it, but let's just say like an Oppressor Mark III, for example, right? And the only way you could unlock that is if you complete this quest. which you have to do missions across several weeks. That's something Grand Theft Auto Online has never done, and I absolutely have no clue why, man. That would be amazing for this game's life cycle. It would keep people coming in, and even though it's not much new content, it keeps the game alive much longer than it would be otherwise. And I know some people are going to be thinking, oh, we don't want quests and then a crappy DLC. No, the DLC, the original DLC, is going to have to be great. They can't cut a corner on that one and then just say, oh, we're drip feeding the content in. They sort of did that last time as well. Like, all of those vehicles that were drip fed in really could have been released at the start of this DLC drop, but they were drip fed, which, I mean, the DLC was still good. But what I'm suggesting is a big DLC to start with, all right? Not half a DLC, a full DLC, and then something like new missions every week that actually pay well as well, that you need a reason to do them. But new missions or a quest every week that keeps the game interesting for longer than that week or two post-release, right? And like I said, if a company like Bungie can do it, there's no way Rockstar can't, especially because, like, with those Gerald missions, for example, most of them took place in the open world already, so there's pretty much no development that has to go in that. Like, in school, I did a little bit of game development. I can't develop a game, don't get me wrong, but I understand coding pretty well, and I know that sort of stuff really wouldn't take that long with a team of people to do. Really, all you need to do is make it in the open world and then maybe add, like, an interior of a new building, like one every mission. With the whole quest concept as well, what that would do to the ecosystem of Grand Theft Auto Online, and this might be a reason Rockstar's reluctant to do it, is that there would be certain weapons, certain vehicles, for example, that you need to complete quests to do, which means you can't buy them. Which means these guys that don't want to grind for hundreds of hours in Grand Theft Auto Online, or these guys that don't want to spend money on shark cards, can still get some of the better vehicles in the game, right? Like, obviously, Oppressor Mark III is a long shot. I don't even want an Oppressor Mark III, but let's just say, like, a really good weaponized vehicle, okay, that you could only unlock through a quest that spans across a few weeks. Pretty much every game has done this, every open world game except GTA. You've seen games like Destiny do it, you've seen other RPGs do it, like I know World of Warcraft does that. Even a game like Fortnite, man, like I don't even play Fortnite. But for example, the skins in the Battle Pass are like, you have to do like a lot of grinding to get those. You can't just buy that. And Grand Theft Auto Online needs that content that you can't buy with real money in order to keep the game fresh and give people like an actual reason to play this game. So anyway, that's my rant over that little bit. Let's talk about the final part of the DLC that I want to talk about, and that's this new location, right, that we're talking about. We've heard a lot about. What is a new location? I don't know. What is a new location? Does that just mean like a new building? Does that mean like a map expansion? Does that mean a completely new city? I have no clue. No one does at this point. Don't believe anyone who tells you that. It's rubbish. Personally, I'd love to see a new city, even if it is something like North Yankton. Liberty City, of course, would be amazing. I know that's one of the more popular theories right now. And that would even blend in really well with the whole quest concept. You go to this new city, you have to complete all these quests to unlock these new vehicles or weapons or something. I don't know. I think that would work fantastically. And I know I've been comparing Grand Theft Auto to Fortnite for a lot of this video, and I don't mean to. Obviously, Fortnite is a completely different game. I don't even play Fortnite, but what I really admire about Fortnite from afar, just on the outside looking in, is they don't ever go like more than a couple months without changing the game in a huge way. Whether that's adding a completely new map, which is incredible, whether that's adding new locations, taking locations out. And if Fortnite can do that, okay, if Epic Games, we're talking about Epic Games, if Epic Games can do that and change the map every couple of months, why can't Rockstar do that, okay? Oh my god, this guy's going crazy in the chat. But anyway, let's sum it up, because I know we've gone over a lot of points here. The first thing we need is a new business, probably an active income business, not a passive income business, because we need more fun ways to make money. That's just the reality of Grand Theft Auto Online right now. We're gonna need a new heist, which we know we're getting. It's gonna follow the same format as the casino, which is awesome. I just want it to be really fun. And I also want it to have a better payout than the casino. That's probably going to happen anyway. So the first two, I think, are likely to happen, okay, which is good. A good story would help build out the world, which we went over. We need map expansions. That's one of the biggest points. This map hasn't changed in 7 years, which is ridiculous. And this time, Rockstar probably won't have a global pandemic to help them keep players coming into this game. So they're going to need to update the map next year, or this year, I should say. And then finally, touching on the drip feed content that's going to happen post DLC, it can't just be vehicles this time, okay? Obviously, we know we're going to get a lot of vehicles. That's fantastic, right? Hopefully, some really cool new armored vehicles, some cool new supercars, aerial vehicles, all that sort of stuff. But that can't be the only content that's drip fed in every week. Something like a quest system, or even just something like new missions every couple of weeks would help keep the game alive for so much longer. And it's just, it'll help shark cards out. It'll help everything, man. Like, there's no reason. It's a minimal effort thing. It's something that should have happened years ago, but it's something that needs to happen in this DLC for sure. So we're stuck on a white screen, so I'm just going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more discussion type videos like this. Like, they're pretty easy to sit down and make. And I like talking about the state of Grand Theft Auto Online, because I think there's a lot of ideas that we can throw Rockstar's way, and hopefully one of them sticks, and hopefully some of them get put into the game. Because as fans of the game, we only want to help Rockstar make the best game possible. We love to hate on Rockstar, but we want the games to be the best they can be, because we're the ones playing them at the end of the day. So if you enjoyed the video, a thumbs up is always appreciated. Consider subscribing for more stuff like this. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Boys!
Favorite color, money green. Paper. I've been on my grind since I was in the